Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman, talking about the feasibility of architectural dichroic stained glass textures. Remember, this is architectural stained glass. Glue chip, thin reed, croco, flute, all those textures that we see in stained glass, clear textures, but these are turned into dichroic glass. I didn't have very much of this red, silver, blue left, flute, but look at that, red, silver, blue. I cut them up into strips. Only got 6 strips out of what I had left. So I'm going to make a little kitchen cabinet panel. Just want to give you an idea that this stuff is more affordable than you think, or want to think. Let's say that that's 10 usable inches right here. 2 strips, 10 usable inches of red, silver, blue dichroic. And you're thinking, well, let's talk price. Let's see, how expensive are we talking? Well, if it was, a sheet is 283 square inches. And let's just say, for the sake of keeping track, that I charged you $283, $1 an inch. Let's just say. These are 1/2 inch. It's a little bit under 1/2 inch. But let's just say that these are 1/2 inch, and this is collectively, this is 1 inch. There's 10 inches worth of dichroic usable glass. If I cut them into 2-inch segments, or 3 or 4 or 5, blah blah blah. Well, so this is $10. Still $10. Same amount of glass. It's still $10. So if I had these 2 strips, and I put them in a panel, and let's just say one at this end and one at the other end, worth of glass, so I'm being silly here, but let's just say 4 pieces of glass. I just want you to get comfortable with the idea of trying to determine why it might be worth it to you. Let's just say, let's don't use these points, but let's just flat edge to flat edge, say we got 6 inches of glass here and 10 here. That's $16. You think you can embellish a cabinet door panel for $16 with dichro and absolutely wow your customer? Do you think it's worth $16 for those 4 pieces of glass? I do. I definitely do. I way definitely do. Now look at those 4 pieces of glass on this 19-inch circle, which represents a full sheet. And you tell me, when you go all the way out to the end, the reason these are funky is because I cut them off right up at the end. You kind of see, I cut them right all the way up to the end. So I don't have these back in order, but you get the idea. Right up, that's why the radical points at the end. So you take that, which looks dwarfed, I'll stand back. Can you imagine going all the way down this sheet, how much glass you're going to have? I believe it's incredibly affordable, folks. Even if you paid $1 an inch, by the time you shipped it, it's still worth it. Because at $1 an inch, you cut it in half, and now you've got nice little decorative border, whether it be done in yellow or blue or purple or gold or red or orange or cayenne or any of these colors. Wow. Just think of the possibilities. You want to tell me it ain't worth $20, $25 to embellish your window, to get it sold instantly, to put you, the only guy in your town or your state, on the map in ways that nobody else can compete with, and then you enhance them with dichroic bevels and jewels? You throw a star at the end of that? The possibilities are limitless. It gets crazy with the possibilities of what can happen. Oh yeah. That's dichroic, obviously. 4 stars and 2 strips. Starts the mind wandering. Wow, we're talking this could be made into a lamp base. You could mount that into a wooden, you can mount that into wood, cut out a slot behind the back and backlight these. Can you imagine? Put that on a piece of glass, or put that into, square it up, clear in the background, build it into a wood case and backlight it, and this dichroic just shines up. Or else cut around it, cut out the stars. There are so many possibilities of what a person could do besides stained glass applications. Mosaics. It'd be expensive to go this route of the bevels in a mosaic. Besides, that glass is going to get scratched. Turning the dichro down so that the dichro doesn't get hurt and you're not walking on it makes sense. And that's in mosaics. I'll tell you, it's more affordable than a person would have thought. Again, getting back to this, $10 for that strip, 1 inch, and then you cut it in half, or I'll cut it for you. We'll talk. Just creating interest on these videos sets the mind to thinking. Wow, I think this could be cool. Something could definitely be developed. See what you think. Contact me. I'm putting in an order. Architectural stained glass, dichroic coated. Be the only person in your neighborhood, in your group, ever featuring dichroic glass like this and like this, or either one in your dichroic, in your stained glass applications, mosaics, woodworking. Wow. Can you imagine just being a woodworker and inlaying these and backlighting them, or having some sort of an opportunity for them to show up in your glass, in your woodworks? Maybe not that texture, maybe a different texture. Maybe this cyan. Possibility. Just because it's glass doesn't mean it has to go into a glass application. Thanks for watching my videos as always. Thanks for all the wonderful comments and compliments. Looking forward to working with you, talking to you, and selling the idea that dichroic is, golly, it's the most incredible thing that ever happened to me. Can you tell? dichroicglassman.com. Bye-bye.